In Philippians chapter 4, Paul writes some very personal notes that the Holy Spirit inspired in such a way that it still resonates with all of us. This is an example of that. He's telling them thank you for their concern for him while he's in prison. And at the same time, he gives us one of the most quoted scriptures ever, one of the most applicable ever, for Philippians 4:13. But let's start with verse 10. He says, I rejoice greatly in the Lord that at last you renewed your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned, but you had no opportunity to show it. I am not saying this because I'm in need, for I have learned to be content in whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13 is a powerful truth that just resonates. It means I can do all the stuff that God needs me to do, tells me to do. All the stuff like rejoice in the Lord always. All the stuff like do not be anxious about anything. All the stuff like set your mind on what is real, what is true, what is noble, what is right, what is excellent, what is praiseworthy. All of these things that he's been telling us about that sound so noble and great and yet so hard and just something we can't literally do. Yeah, you can. You can do those things because Jesus empowers you to do those things. You can set an example for other people, not because you're just innately that good of a person, but because you have the Holy Spirit of God living in you. Because you, as a believer, have the ability to choose love and to choose gentleness and to choose all the other fruit of the Spirit every time, because he's the one that produces that in you. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. It doesn't mean that you can do anything you can come up with. You can turn invisible or whatever other superpower you might mean. It's not that kind of all things. It's all the things that you need, all the things that make life worth living, all the things that make your life matter and make a difference in this world. You can do it. God can strengthen you. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Happy Thanksgiving.